Alright guys, it's the amateur green thumb here again with an update on my pepper plants, or lack thereof, growth on my pepper plants I should say. Again, I've had another week. Sorry, let me get my keys out of my pocket. It's hurting. Oh, there we go. Yet another week of lack of growth from my pepper plants, which is very discouraging, but again, it's a learning experience, so I'm just learning. These are my cayennes. The only guys that seem to be growing at all. And look at the lazy one. The lazy one's the only one that's got a full set of true leaves, or its first set of true leaves, yeah. So kind of proud of him for being, he's lazy. He looks like he's in, 25 plus gravity over here. But, he's doing better than the other guys in their leaves. As you can see, the jalapeno in the back there still only has one. And his brothers and sisters right here still are working on their one. And it's puny and tiny, and he's sitting here on the floor just chilling. Making fun of him and all that. It's like, I may be retarded, but I'm better than you. Here's my sweet banana pepper. He's still got a pretty big first leaf, but then he's got that little nub back there. I don't think you guys can see it on my phone, but disappointing. Here's my jalapeno. He's doing alright, I guess. Still a little nub of a leaf that he's got coming in, and then his brother back there the same way. Oh, and you guys will be excited to see this. If you saw my last video, you saw how big my avocado tree was. Well, oh bam! Look at that bad boy. What did I say about his crown? Look at those leaves. It's ridiculous. I have not been giving him anything special, just been watering him with my pepper plants. He gets the sun when it comes through my window, which is later in the day. So he's not getting a ton of sun, but man, is he just eating it up. He's at around, I want to say around 8 feet tall now. Or 8 inches, I'm sorry, not feet. Talking crazy over here. He's getting close to 8 inches there. He's about 7.5 when he's standing up straight. He's kind of curved right now because he was turning towards the sun to get a little bit more. But yeah, he's about 7.5 inches tall, which, wow, not bad. And then my bean plant, I don't know why, but I just pulled the beans off of it. I wanted to see if he would produce more buds. And the beans just weren't going anywhere. They're just kind of sitting, not really ripening or anything like that. So I just pulled them off. Plus, I'm not a huge fan of green beans. Those were just a test. And I told you guys last week about my grow box, and then, booyah, I set it up. And those super hots that I was talking about at the end of last week's update, these are them. These two guys in the front right here, which is this one right here, and then that one over there. Those are the white habaneros, or the Peruvian white habaneros. On the bag they said white lightning habaneros, but I think the person just added that in there and tried to make it sound fancy. But who knows? I'm an amateur again. You guys might remember this guy. He was in a bigger pot, but then I moved him down because he was the only one that popped up. So that would be my orange habanero. And then back there is one of my boot jalokias. So I'm pretty excited that my super hots are doing so good. So I guess I'm better at growing super hots than, the wimpy hots. And if you guys are thinking about growing your own peppers, definitely do a grow box with maximum light, reflecting, like tinfoil. I heard you're not supposed to use tinfoil because it can give them burn spots on the leaves, but my lights just aren't that powerful, so I'm not afraid of that happening. So, real quick, I'm going to stop the video and then I'll start back up in my backyard where I've started hardening one of my sweet banana peppers, and then I have a few super hots out there too that are doing really good. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now, and then I'll meet you guys up in the backyard. Alright, here we are in the backyard, and sorry about the sound. Looks like one of the neighbors was mowing their yard, so hopefully you guys can hear me. Again, I'm using my cell phone, so You might be thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't look like a pepper. Well, you're right. This right here is a grapefruit tree that I started a while back. He kind of stopped growing. He started out as small as his little buddy right here, and then he grew up to be around 2.5 inches, maybe 3 inches tall. And then he kind of stopped, so I potted him up to, what, I don't know, a 1 gallon, 1.3 gallon pot, whatever that size is. Anyways, on to the peppers. This is my sweet banana pepper that I started hardening. He was not growing at all inside. As you can see, his second set just recently started growing. So it's nice to see him actually moving towards the sun and growing, because he wasn't even moving towards the light when I had him inside. So that is the sweet banana pepper. Over here we have what was said to be a boot Jolokia, and I'm not 100% sure because he doesn't look like any of the other boot seeds or seedlings that I have. So I may have gotten ripped off. I'm not sure yet. Well, I guess we'll find out if it actually matures. But you know what? He's looking pretty good. He's got his second set. Both of them coming up at the same time, so we'll see. And then his little buddy just popped up recently, so he's still really tiny. He just recently popped up. I want to say like 2 days ago, maybe 3. But the pepper plants are loving the Florida sun. This guy popped up with that other little guy too. He's really small. I have him in a really small dish too, as you can see. But this is another boot, and he doesn't quite look like the other one. So again, I may have gotten ripped off. We'll have to wait and see. If I did, I'll make sure to post and let you guys know what company it was that ripped me off. So this right here is another boot I've gotten marked. He looks like the other boot, so we'll wait and see, I guess. But he's looking pretty good for as young as he is. So, and then these are 2 more of the Peruvian habaneros, white habaneros, that is. He's got a little leaf coming in the middle. Let me put him down because I'm shaking too much and you can't really see. He's got a little guy coming up in the middle there. These guys are loving the heat and the sun that they're getting out here, so they're doing a lot better than the inside plants. Plus I don't have to worry about hardening them off if I want to move them outside. Sorry. I just got home from work and I'm kind of tired, so if I'm rambling and stuttering, it's because I'm exhausted. But anyways, they're looking pretty good. And I'm also doing a double cut setup. I don't know if any of you have seen this already online. You probably have. A lot of YouTubers that are gardeners have been showing it. But it's the double cup. The first cup doesn't have a hole in the bottom. And then the cup with the soil in it does have a hole in the bottom. And here you can see the roots are growing out. Right there. But anyways, when you go to water it, you fill up the bottom cup a little bit past that bottom line right there. Don't go too much, because the first thing I did is I put too much water in there thinking, it's not going to go up into the soil. Well, when you drop the soil in there, it's like a sponge and it just sucks it right up. So don't even worry about that. I would just say fill it up a little bit past the bottom line on the bottom of the cup there. A little bit over that, and it'll just suck it right up into the soil, because the soil is like a sponge. But anyways, I'm excited to see what these guys do. I started a little late in the season, so I'm hoping that they'll get enough sun and enough time to mature and give me some peppers so that I can actually take the seeds and start it at the right time next year. But anyways, that's update 3 on my pepper plants and my grapefruit and avocado trees. Thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe, please. Thanks. Bye.